What are the innovations you brought to the conference, and how further you want to stretch that?
So I remember meeting Annalisa at a course, and during a course we spent 5 days, and during the 5 days we exchanged things that we get excited about. And apparently some of the things that I get excited about, Annalisa went, I think we need some of these things at our conference. And so we started building a relationship in terms of working with the board and working with the way that they have their conference. And so we decided in Glasgow to do 10 innovations at that conference. Short lead time, but 10 very effective things to test the waters. The impact of that was quite significant at the Glasgow Congress. And what we saw is that there was a level of excitement that people wanted more of this. Okay? So the more of this actually turned into a little monster, which is currently in place here in Vienna. And I'm really excited to see that it's working well. And this is where, after this conference in Glasgow, actually, I remember at the sponsor session, the incoming chairs and especially in this case, Stefan Schneeberg and Annalisa, were thinking about this. We should create this digital ecosystem and stop carrying around phone books and all these traditional ways that we do things. And the excitement around that was that they were convincing us that this was needed. Normally it's the other way around. So what worked really well was that the driving force, of wanting to make this happen was in place. Okay, and the driving force is actually somebody on the board that is an evangelist, right? So that kind of really wants to innovate things from a digital point of view. We let that go. We did a full feasibility study on is this feasible? How many people have these devices? How many people actually use them, as a function at a congress? And we asked quite a few people, throughout their customer journey at the Congress, what are the things that you're looking for? How will you be better able to connect to other people? And how do you make sure that we put things into play that actually make you more efficient while at the conference so you have more time to talk to other people? And in the feasibility study, a number of things came out. We kind of made this prediction that probably in 2013, half of the people would have devices that would be bring your own devices, but then the other half of the people will probably not yet have the device or have a different device. And we said you really need to have best device in class, have something that people feel comfortable with using, quick user adoption, not too many buttons, and just really logical stuff. And in the feasibility study, I think what popped out at me was the impact of that, of creating a level playing field. Everybody has a device on site. There's a number of things that you need to watch out for. Obviously, one of them is connectivity and how does that work. So we talked to others that are using this building and shared their experiences. Some do much larger events than this one. Some do similar events to this one. And we kind of cherry-picked, what do we need to do? And I think the team at SpotMe, in collaboration with the PCO Ames and ESOT team, have really kind of worked very closely together with ourselves, with the TNOC, to kind of design something that would be putting the participant in the center of that universe, right? It's all about the participant and how they get connected and how they do things. I see 4 stakeholders. The meeting owner makes their life easier. No print work, everything's digital, really happens fast. 2, for the participant, they can connect with other people very quickly, and they're all on the same platform. Don't need to carry out paper, and it's just a lot lighter. 3, for the sponsors, they know who actually visited them, and the QR codes that they scan give them the information. No more paper to carry around or leave behind in your hotel room. 4, for the speaker can actually now engage with their audience a lot better, right? They can ask questions, they can get feedback, they can get anonymous questions. And this is probably the toughest part of the change, is the speaker needs to start adjusting to giving a voice to the audience. And I think that's probably the biggest innovation that we're going to have to work on, is how do those that present information share the information of all that information that's between the ears of everybody else that's here. And exciting stuff, and stuff that really needs more work, and it's an evolution. It's not going to change overnight, but luckily this event is every 2 years, and in 2 years things change very quickly.